Thank you very much, Ms. Touchtidou. Mr. Vassilikos, thank you as well for the invitation. Every year it is my pleasure to take part in such discussions, and of course with so many distinctive speakers. We have a lot of work to do, of course. We need a high-level discussion in order to set the priorities for the role we will play as leaders, as holders of important positions. We want to transform, of course, our sectors with all the characteristics that are set from the regulatory authorities. I want to mention a few words that were mentioned earlier. I don't usually tend to do presentations, but there are some data that are very important. Before making my presentation, I will like to mention some words. Mr. Tsotoplidis said earlier and spoke about uncertainty. He spoke about changing the way of our living. These are, of course, questions and matters that are changing, and we are, and the European Commissioner said in the past that we have to be ready for a crisis. That's something we're maybe going through, and something that might be the cause of the threat of the globalized world. Mr. Giannakakis also said that we should produce products that our market wants, but I would like to say that our market should follow the products that the Greek land produces. That's our job to do. We can't find solutions. There are solutions, and I will present to you something that the Chamber of Hotels started in 2012, the Greek breakfast. That is not a nice to have or a theoretical approach to things, but there are local agreements between hotel owners and farmers, 42 of those agreements. We have been running this program for 10 years now, and we are discussing this initiative in Europe as members of the HOTREC and as a part of the Farm to Fork initiative. We have, of course, good results, but we want to do more. There is a lot of work that needs to be done, and we want to provide to everybody with good results, multiplying results, and there is, of course, no profit to our sector without the cooperation with the local farmers, the local agricultural sectors. And as I say, it doesn't make any sense as a hotel owner to serve orange juice with oranges that come from Chile. It is something wrong. We have the ability to follow the production as well, the changing of the seasons, so the customer cannot demand to have a fresh orange juice 12 all year round. The customer must learn that there is, of course, a special season for this fruit, and we have a multiplier tool that is called the hotel, and it is a tool for training. That is something we are adopting, and we are following the seasons, and we can change the habits of our guests. There are, of course, also technologies that can serve those solutions, and there are models in place that can help us with those cooperation and with the multiplier results. Let me move on to my presentation. We conducted research in 2022 and 700 hotels answered our questions in all Greece. It is something very important to start. I would like to mention and to talk about the Greek hotels. Let's talk about the size of our hotels. We shouldn't have in mind the very big hotels, but the Greek hotel at an 80% level has up to 50 rooms. That is our reality. The rest of the Greek hotels, the rest 20%, are the ones that have more than 50 rooms. Greek hotels as well are equally distributed to the islands and to the mainland Greece. And as you can see in the chart, the 5 and 4 stars hotel represented 24% of the entirety. When we want to talk about their season operation, 60% of them work only during the high season. Let me start with the main services, food services of the hotels. This won't add up to 100%. It is an approach on how hotels work with their restaurants, how many hotels have their own restaurants. And as you can see, there aren't many all-inclusive hotels. Only 6% of Greek hotels are all-inclusive, and those who offer breakfast are the majority, 64%. Let's see now the distribution of the food services in hotels. In 1- and 2-star hotels, they mainly have, and they just have, and offer breakfast to their guests. And we, as the hotel chamber, focused on this to see where all these products for the breakfast come from. Later on, the 5-star hotels, you can see the equal distribution and how these hotels work. There is a 1/4 distribution to all meals, and it's very equal. Now, let's move to the very important figures. 88% of the expenditure of hotels for the purchase of food and beverage are Greek products, national products. 36% come from local producers within the prefecture, and the rest of 52% come from the rest of the Greece. We have 12% imports for products that Greek hotel owners use. That is something we've analyzed, and we have here the distribution within the prefecture. There are differences, of course, in the Attica region with the smallest percentage, 14%, and then with the highest percentages, Crete and Peloponnese with 46-47%. These figures, of course, follow the production model because Attica does not have a lot of food production, so it is self-explanatory. We went deeper to the qualitative analysis, and you can see very important examples. Um, you see supplies by product, and you can see that fish and salty products, cheese, beer, are and meat, of course, are those products that are have the highest percentages for imports. You can see that in this analysis there is, of course, the distribution with the darker color. You see the local products that are bought within the prefecture, and then with the yellow line, the Greek products that are bought with outside the prefecture. You see, for certain products, for example, eggs, we don't have any imports, and that's important for us to know. This study was conducted for the wine industry and for a conference we had in the past. I just mentioned that only 3% of the wines served in Greek restaurants and in Greek hotels are subjects of import. You see very nice balance in the majority of our prefectures. Only Attica has a high level of imports of wines, and this is a very nice example. Although we only see a 12% for the hotel owners who do not buy from local producers, we thought that it is very important to talk about the conditions that don't help or stop the owners to buy local products. The first one talks about the high cost. I won't go deeper into this. There are more experts in this panel to talk about it. The next reason, of course, are the production and, of course, the demand, because there is a lot of demand during certain months of the year. Then other reasons are the small number of certified local producers or the seasonality of products. But again, only 12% are the imports, and we have right now the 26% of our Greek hotels that are going through these, that are offering these Greek breakfast, and 1,200 hotels were certified. This is the only way to measure things and to certify the hotels. And we will go back to the first slide where I talk about the size of the hotels. The 80% is smaller than, has less than 50 rooms. A lot of them need this certification, and many hotels use local products, and they do not need any certification if they have people there who use local products, who know where to find them, This is an initiative that is very popular among the highest star hotels, the 4 and 5-star hotels. And we want to help them, and we want for the certification model to act positively. I think I'm done. I am here for any question that may arise.